So in this the quadratic function video, so it is the second video. So again it is the vertex form we are continuing, and we are doing more examples on it. To refer the concepts of this, so you can refer to the first video, and now we start with the examples. Now example 1, so it is y is equals to minus 1/2 x plus 5 squared minus 3. So we always write the function on the right side so that we can easily compare the values. So if you see what is the value of a, so here the a value is minus 1/2, and always the p value when we take, so we take the opposite sign here, so it is p is equals to negative 5. So why do we take it negative 5? Because you can write this one as, so we just write one more step for this. So we can rewrite this y is equals to minus 1/2, and this is your x, and here we have a minus, and then we have another minus, and then squared and minus 3, because it's given as plus 5. So basically it is written minus of minus 5, and now if we compare, so we can see that the p value is negative 5. Now hence onwards we'll just see that with x, what is the number given? If it is positive, we'll take the sign negative, and if it is negative given, so then we take the sign p value as positive. Now the q value, if you compare, so this is q value, q is minus 3, so we write here q as minus 3. Now the vertex, the formula for this is p comma q, and we write minus 5 comma minus 3. Then the axis of symmetry, equation of axis of symmetry, the formula is x is equals to p, so we write the answer x equals the p value, we can see we written minus 5. The domain, just remember that it is always going to be real numbers, and you should always put the domain in the curly bracket and range also in the curly bracket. Now coming to the direction of opening, so for this we have to look for the value of a. So we see that the value of a here is negative, so we write a is negative, so direction of opening will be downwards. So it will have some shape like this. Whenever it is downward, just remember it's going to have a maximum value, and maximum value is q. So as per the question, we see what is the value of q given. So maximum value we write, so q is your negative 3, so we write minus 3. Range, since we say maximum, so we say y is such that y should be less than equals to minus 3, and y should be element of real number. Now example 2, in this, now the quadratic function is given as y is equals to 5 over 3x squared minus 6. So we can first rewrite it in the form so that we are able to then relate the values and relate the function and find the values of a, p and q. So I'm just writing it as y equals, so 5 over 3, and it is just x square, so nothing is looking like subtracted from x or added to x. So for this, what we do, we write x minus 0 and then square it, and then we continue with this minus. Why do we write like this? So that we are able to relate it with the quadratic function, the vertex form of it. And now we try to see the values. So a is your 5 over 3, p is 0, and q is minus 6. So we write all the values here. So a is 5 over 3, p is 0, and q is minus 6. Now the vertex formula is p comma q, so we write vertex as 0, minus 6. Equation of axis of symmetry, the formula is x is equals to p, so we write the answer x is equals to 0. Domain, always x is such that x is real numbers, and it should be in curly bracket. Then coming to the direction of opening, for this we have to see the value of a. So a value is 5 over 3, so we can see it's positive. Whenever a value is positive, so we say direction of opening will be upwards. Upwards means it will be something like this, so we say it will have a minimum value. So we write minimum value is q. And as per the question, we see what is the minimum value. So we write minimum value will be -6. And since we say minimum, so range when we write, so y should be such that y is greater than or equal to -6 and y is real number. Again, the range is in the curly bracket. Now the example 3. In this we have y is equals to 5 times x minus 1 squared. So we rewrite it in the form so that we are able to correlate with the formula. So y is equals to 5 times x minus 1 squared, and there is nothing here written. So for this we write it as 0. Now we see relate with this one and we write a is 5, and as we take the opposite sign here, so p will be 1 and q is going to be 0. So the vertex formula is p comma q, so we write it as 1 comma 0. Equation of axis of symmetry formula is x is equals to p, so we write x is equals to 1. Domain always x is such that x is real numbers. Direction of opening, we look for the value of a. So a value we see here, it is positive. So that means direction of opening will be upwards. Upwards means the shape will be something like this. So whenever the curve is open upwards, we say it has a minimum value. And minimum value is equals to q. So we write here, so minimum value will be, so q value as per the question we have 0. So minimum value will be 0. And then we write here y is such that y is greater than or equal to 0 and y is going to be real numbers. Now you can pause the video and try these questions. Once you're done doing the questions, then you can check your answers in the next slide. So here are the answers. So you can check the answers. Thank you.